This is not a fun video. A Missouri man was executed despite there's been tons of evidence proving he's innocent, and quite frankly, it's kind of disappointing in our. I. It's just heartbreaking that something like this can happen. I mean, it's a dark world out there, but let me be out in a little bit of information. CBS News report: Missouri execute Marcellus Williams despite questions over the evidence. The Supreme Court denies final bid for a delay. The state's majority on Tuesday executed Marcellus Williams shortly after the U.S. Supreme Court rejected the request to delay the execution. The State Department of Corrections said he will be pronounced dead at 6:10 p.m. Central Time. Williams will maintain his innocence in the 1998 stabbing death of Felicia Grau in St. Louis suburb was put to death by lethal injection. Earlier efforts to halt the execution was denied Monday by the Missouri Supreme Court. Republican Governor Mike Person has executed his third Missouri this year, and five taking place nationwide across several day spans. The remaining three carried out on schedule, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. Justice Senator Toyman Kaga and Cassia Brown Jackson said they would have granted the request to halt the execution. Tonight, Missouri will execute an innocent man, said Dirty Shikorojo Russia of Midwest Innocence. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Project in a statement after the Supreme Court ruling, the victim families opposed his execution. Jurors who ordinarily signed him to death now oppose his execution. The prosecutor office that convicted and sentenced him to death have admitted they was wrong and zealous, fought to undo the conviction and save Mitchell's life. This is not justice, and we all must question the system that will allow this to occur, Busham said. CBS Afterline Camo reports Iman Jacobson was with Williams at the end, and that Williams' last sentence was, "All praise be to Allah in every situation." Williams had been faced with execution twice before following his 2001 conviction for the murder gal. A social worker, a former reporter for St. Louis Post-Dispatch, first since 2015, the Missouri Supreme Court halted execution plans and appointed a special master to review DNA testing on the handle of the murder weapon. The butcher knife that was used in the Saab Galley 43 times was left large in her neck. Williams' attorney said DNA expert who reviewed the results determined that he was not the source of the DNA found in the notes, but the special matter sent the case back to the Missouri Supreme Court, and second executed dates were set for August 2017. 10 hours before Williams is set to be executed, then Gov Eric Jensen cast off and appointed a panel of 5 retired judges to investigate the DNA evidence. The board, however, was dissolved by President in June 2023 and never issued its final report. Faced with the DNA evidence and new information, William K. St. Louis County prosecutor attorney Wesley Bell sought to toss up convictions on numerous grounds, including the results of the DNA testing and the constitutional violations during the jury selection process. But the night before the evidence hearing was set to take place, Bell's office reviewed new test results, indicating DNA on the knife handles was consistent with the prosecutor who worked on Williams' case and formed the investigation with St. Louis County prosecutor attorney. Williams attorneys said filing a DNA results confirmed they had the knife without glove, contaminating the evidence. With the DNA evidence spoiled, Williams and Bell, the prosecuting attorneys, reached an agreement under which Williams would enter a non-custodial plan plea to murder in the first degree with a sentence of life without a possibility of parole. Gill family indicated they did not support executing Williams, according to court findings. And in August, a jury signed not the agreement, but Attorney General Andrew Bailey, a Republican, objected to the plea. The state Supreme Court went on to block the plan and ordered an eventuary hearing on Williams' claim of innocence. During the procedure last month, a trial attorney who tried the 2001 case that removed one black cultural jury because he looked like Williams. I don't understand what that means. When asked whether he slipped the juror because of his race, the prosecutor Keith Slender said no, absolutely not. According to the court records, Slender said that he believed the jury, composed of 11 white people and one black person, was fair. The prosecutor also acknowledged that he had handled the murder weapon without gloves at least 5 times during the witness preparation session before the trial, and he believed the investigation into Gala killing was finished. At the end of the hearing, the St. Louis prosecuting attorney office told the court that it concluded the constitutional error of mishandling evidence in Williams' trial and said clear and convicting evidence and numerous constitutional errors in his prosecution was present. Still, on September 12th, the judge declined to toss out Williams' conviction and sentence. The Missouri Supreme Court then releft. In the urged Supreme Court to interview Williams, lawyers had asked the jury to wait until it decided another death penalty case involving an Oklahoma inmate, which they said raised the same issue. The High Court is poised to hear arguments October 9th in Bishop Gossip Everett to toss out his conviction due to concerns about the fairness of his trial. The ever-present undercutting in the original debut as Mr. William Anderson plead his case, as the execution looms his authority, road is falling, with the High Court. Mr. Williams' conviction and death sentence was secured through the trial of riddled with constitutional errors, racism, and bad faith, much of which came to light recently, can call his conviction a grave miscarriage of justice, and said executing him would be an unthinkable, irreversible tragedy. Top officials in Missouri opposed Democrats to call off the execution, claiming that Williams had engaged in strategies of extreme delay in bringing the claims and accusing him of attempting to manufacture another emergency deterrent tactics. The state of Missouri case victims, who the case go out for decades without reason, and the criminal justice system are all harmed by endless litigations of brainless crimes, barely wrote in a filing with the Supreme Court. Williams is charged more than a year after Gallagher. Prosecutors claimed that he broke into her home in University City, a suburban St. Louis, and hearing water running in the shower upstairs, found a butcher knife wasted after Gallagher came down the stairs. William attacked and stabbed her 43 times, then left with her purse and husband's laptop. Law enforcement officials said. Prosecutors said Williams also took the jacket that he used to conceal the blood on his shirt. His girlfriend later noted that he was wearing a jacket despite the summer weather, and after he removed it, Douglas Williams' shirt was bloody, according to court findings. The girlfriend also testified that she saw a laptop in the car and the person in his trunk, and claimed Williams confessed to killing Galley, according to court records, roughly 10 months after Gallagher. After her family offered reward money, a man named Henry Cole, who was a cellmate with Williams when he was in jail, unrelated charge, claimed he confessed to murdering Galley, prosecutors said. Frankly, I honestly don't know what to say. This is just a grave tragedy. And if it's true that there was no form of evidence on that knife whatsoever, there's no way he should have been found guilty. The prosecutors, the jurors, they all believe he was innocent. They all made grave errors. We felt that, man. We don't know what to say. We have people now in that case is filled with racism, and I fear this is only going to end horribly. Like, there's no good thing that will ever come out of this. People are going to use this as an excuse to spread more hate. People are going to use this as an excuse to revolt against the system. People are going to use this as an excuse to do heinous crimes. There's there's a lot of bad things are going to happen. I could already feel it coming. This is this is just a tragedy tragedy, and it hopefully he's in a better place. Hopefully he's actually able to rest. And the truth, I don't know whether he was innocent or whether he truly did it, but all the evidence point to him being, innocent. I don't know what happened. This is just sad. Frankly, we felt this, man, and the system felt them, and this is just a tragedy, and it's frankly just sad.